Today in studio, I'm going to recreate an old concept that I shot 8 years ago with all the new information and technology and stuff that I have today. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Gronde. I am a senior portrait photographer based out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And today we are with Reagan and we are going to do some really cool ballet shots in an old abandoned subway station. We want a really super kind of grungy New York feel of her with headphones on and kind of workout gear, like she's just dancing her way through the streets of New York City in this kind of grungy environment, but then to have these beautiful ballet poses and dances that we're gonna do comes with this great kind of juxtaposition that I think is gonna come across really well with this concept. So here's the image I created about 7 or 8 years ago in St. Louis outside of Union Station. I actually had to pull this off of my Facebook page, peep the super old watermark that I have on it. I was really proud of it way back when, but looking at it now after so many years, there's definitely a lot of issues with it. The pose is straightforward and kind of boring. I was using one single off-camera flash light that's kind of from camera right that was casting weird shadows on her face, and a lot of things that I think with everything that I know now I can clean up and really create the style and concept that I was going for way back when, right here in studio. Now look up like along your leg. Chin up some more. Yep. Now look up towards your leg again. So because of the background, and it's only an 8-foot wide background, I'm gonna be shooting at 85 so that I can kind of compress that, and I'm not shooting wide enough that I'm gonna have to edit out the edges of the background. So that's why I'm almost in the second studio here, as far back as I can to really get that compression, and that way I get enough of the background with her in most of the frame, and then I'm not having to edit out the edges. But if you can, then drop it down this way. There you go, yep. Bring that toe back even further if you can. Yeah, there we go, yep. Bring your chin more this way. Yep, but bring your chin up some. Yeah. Bring that chin back that way some more. Over that shoulder, yep. So now that we're shooting some of her standing, now I'm gonna switch to the 24-70. I need a little bit more room so that I can get the entire background and her, I'm not chopping off her head, chopping off her feet or anything like that. So I need a little bit more range, so we're gonna switch lenses. And because now the light is higher, I added a reflector to the floor so I can just bounce a little bit of that light up and make sure her feet are lit and they're not blending in to the dark background that we have on the floor. It's gonna be more backwards than it is. Yep.
Those are all the technical terms.
So this foot is coming in front of your knee.
Side.
Yeah. So now we've got some really cool shots kind of in the can. So anytime that you kind of do what you know you want to do, now it's time to play around. So we're gonna add a couple new elements. We added a bench, like it's really in abandoned subway station. There's probably benches are gonna be in there, so we're gonna have some fun with these benches. Add some more elements, play around, add lights, whatever you gotta do. But now it's time to play around. Let's see what we got. Okay. So that's it. That's our abandoned subway station ballet shoot. What did you think?
I loved it.
Now, I do not recommend doing ballet in abandoned subway stations. So I love this new design from BackgroundTown. Thank you so much for sending us this to test out for you. And I got to show you how you kind of add elements from, you know, new lights to reflectors to new props and furniture and stuff. Just kind of start with something simple, build upon that. I'm going to show you my original image from 8 years ago from this original concept, and I'm going to show you these final images, and you let me know if it's 8 years worth of improvement.